Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for, you guessed it, another round of FF. So, with that, we will start the mission up right about meow. So, let's head back to, I think it was the Baldician Annex back in near Old Sharlayan, just outside near the crystal, or the Aetheryte crystal I should rather say, and continue on with what we were doing. Ooh, I better turn that off. Let me go do that, actually. I might redo it. Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy. So, we ended last episode talking to Vitra and, Varshan, and trying to come up with a decision on learning how to open the Void Gate some more. So, Y'shtola has a theory that she's going to be testing, but more importantly, we have to speak to her back over, you guessed it, Mia. So, bridging the rift. So, originally I did spawn here, realized I made a mistake on something, and luckily the game didn't force me to continue the story. So now we're going to finally start it. Luckily we're already here in Sharlayan, so works out. That way it takes kind of away the ability of me having to spawn over here. So let's talk to Y'shtola, sit there and see what she has to add. If we're to enter Menon's restrictive archives with minimum buzz, then we should get permission from Forum. First hour, we shall need to enlist cooperation from a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? What of Scholar Montashane? He did come to Gra's defense during the inquiry, after all. 'Tis settled. Let's head to the phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Shola's down accompanying you. Oh, okay, so we have another one of these where she follows us around. Excellent. Now, the way I'm going to try to get there is over Mia. Kind of weird. I just realized this, and it's rather funny. I don't think we had Y'shtola's follow us the last time, right? I don't think we did. I don't think she had a chance to follow us. Yeah, because we had Graha. I think we had Estinian. Could be wrong on the Estinian one, but I know we had Alze and Alphanel. I don't remember everything. And I think we only have this one spot to which we actually talk with her at, so... Lamau. Gaggy Quaid in his bitch sometimes. Alright, so I think we have a spot, yeah, right there out in the front. I probably should have went the other way because it would have been a shorter run. I was just lazy. Alright, let's head over here, talk to Y'shtola, see what she has to say. Discuss studium. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7, labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had a chance to attend the studium. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louisoix took him in off the streets, he put him in the care of another Archon. He was rigorous in practical education, the arts of espionage, and survival. Sometimes wonder what my life would have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Tea at the last stand after a day of lectures. Should I order as well? Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. Den Cave Ascians was about as far as from bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Now, if I was gonna remember... Oh, okay, he's over here. I kept thinking maybe they have him on west side. The faculty. I remember that. Lala Felon student. Hog. Look, it's Montashane. Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scarlock, but we are hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh, no further forays into stacks of this time? That was all Graha. I applaud this newfound sense of propriety, yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to serve a vault of forbidden wisdom? Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind the House Daymere has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Sure you don't intend to cross over it into the void. Yes. That is in fact precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of reversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. But scholar worthy of the name would force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward. Aha, marvelous. An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself, and after hearing the whys and wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request for reform's consideration. Although your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Alphinaud's parent? Dad? Why, Master Fortunal? Of course, he could hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I just hesitate to approach him directly, but there's no denying having Master Fortunal on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we will pay a visit to Louviere Estate and plead our case. Well, one last thing before you go. Consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. I bet you would, old man. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. If so, you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Scarlock, we will be sure to pass on any revelations. I love me some revelations. Revolutiones. Let's sit there and see where we gotta go next. Far northeast, to the northeastern corner of the map. Like I said, I actually got lucky. I had a little bit of extra time, so I said, screw it. I guess I'll try to get another round of this in. Another video of this is good for me. It's one less thing I have to be concerned with. Then, if I actually get completed with whatever story they've released, then I really don't have to worry about stuff for a bit. Although, I don't know how long I'll keep this outfit on for. I like the adventurer's outfit. It's kind of neat. But at the same time, I do miss my old outfits. All of which are perfectly aligned right here. I actually missed the plugins. Plugins coming back are going to be Pog. Alrighty. Okay, so I guess we're talking to Butler. Okay. Can I come in? Mr. Sadahi, Mistress Shitola, how may I be of service? Can I speak with Master Fortunate? Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master's in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Well, Millions would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some other matter of importance to discuss? Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. So this time instead of me doing the short, and then not talking, and Stola talks, now they did the opposite. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scala Monteshane expressed much the same sentiment, I assure you. Will not attempt to circumvent the Forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. Do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. It is no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who fears losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Do not celebrate just yet. The Forum must still be convinced. I'll add your request to the list of today's deliberations. Deliver a decision to you at the Valdisian Annex. Well, I guess that's the best we could hope for. Now it is out of our hands. All that remains is to return to the Annex and await word of the Forum's decision. Yep. I find it funny that if I wasn't just not lazy and just used the Aetheryte crystals, I could get from point A to point B a lot faster and give you guys more stuff to watch. But because I'm very lazy and I'd rather run. Mainly because I don't get a chance to like run through these areas as much as I used to. Kind of worse not doing. Because I won't lie, I went through periods of time where I just haven't been in Charlotte in forever. I really actually did want to come back. I saw the glowing box and thought that we were sitting on that bench. Not gonna lie. Reef! How fun it would be to do the Hildebrand quest line. Now, are we waiting inside or outside? Inside. So, what did the Forum decide? Put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlie and salted the earth for good measure. When it came clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines. It was agreed that allowing you entry in the archives was the least we could do in return. That's wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, I am sure you're aware this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising, aye, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlotte needed to guide it through not one but two exoduses. However, 5 years younger, I'd cast aside my lectern and join you on your adventure in a heartbeat. Bet you would, old man. Be pog. It went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and I simply walked through the door. Our focus will be on finding the House Demir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. That's dangerous. I'll let that out as soon as you're ready. You're heading directly to the archives from here, I presume? You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page. When you arrive, it's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you all for your help. It was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? Any areas to talk to? Nope, just the outer bit. Makes sense. Okay. Gotta go fast. Oh. I do truly enjoy being able to come back and play this game. I'm not lying. When I say I haven't been in Charlean for a bit, I really haven't been in Charlean for a bit. Last time I was here is when I finally went out of my way to get... Why the hell is Pudding Way there? To get some of the endgame dungeons I forgot to get when Endwalker originally came out. Luckily I went and got them and started playing it. I think the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist, but yawns away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Alzadal's third's exploits sooner, I could have well saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Now, guys just running around. Index page. Archon, Yustola, and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Naked flames. It's about to get real. Oh, you have upside down columns. That is a weird way to have books settled. Kinda like it. Oh God, help us all.
If House Demir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Wait, I just realized my character has to sift through books and read. Smash head against wall. Oh, entitled journals. So many books I've yet to read. Yes, we're here for one specific volume. You need to remind me. Yeah. Day in my world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling. Like a candle's flame, oh my God. Hopefully you guys didn't have to listen to that. I might have to cut that out. Hunger but trembling like candle's flames, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for the inquisitive, transcendent being. There tend to be more. This does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. Yeah, I hope you guys don't hear that, but I'll have to remember to put a thing in here. It sits there and says, restricted section edit. I'm assuming it's the weighty tome. I could be wrong. The following passage is an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures, as devised by Nuashawn, the 9th Patriarch of House Demir. Present these research notes to faculty of Charlean Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. Appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek. Your will need to make the final confirmation. Oh, I can't tell. Oh, I wanted to read the other one. Something you'd like to show me? My apologies. I flipped open but a single book was completely absorbed by the contents. Yeah, that I believe. Well done, Hydaelyn. I think you may have found our prize. I don't know if I'm a fan of the music. It's just a constant piano play. It's not bad, it's just overzealous.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about. Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Voidsent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the Seventh Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Sure?
And still, House Damia went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
It'd be funny if she took one book and didn't tell us. I actually wouldn't be surprised if she did. As much as I'd love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a harsh alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Demir project. I bet here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature. I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. Anyone can help us? Nedhana can. I say we return to Thavnia and look for her at the Great Work. Oof, 11:15. That's with a reduction rate too. Wow. Oh, I feel better after that. Huh. Wow, really? They had to create extra instances. All these sallow, deprived faces, but their eyes still burn with fiery zeal. Some things never change. Damn straight. She tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, it's the Marker House Demir. I never knew such a work existed. If you should, it was sequestered in the Numenon's restricted archives, after all. Was, but that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. I've never seen my character laugh. That was deeply disturbing. Think that Demir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you glance over the notes, what say you helping us build a new Mark Antimos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Working on the Demir project had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You're a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it? Open up a void gate. Oh, the secret void gate and sealed rooms at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of Man Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift spanning apertures is the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Charlian's markers provide the raw, aquamarine, and pure water crystals, but I might need some help obtaining a small quantity of astrally-infused water. For such a liquid to go no further than the Mount of Maya, the aesthetics of old once favored the place for the mediations, and the water which pools there is known to enliven the flow of ether. Sounds perfect. If you'd be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without its authority to command the Void Gate. So how about it then? We meet back here anon? Oh, I feel better. There's no greater joy than by having a new puzzle to ponder. See, I can do Indian a little bit, only a little bit. My brain cannot comprehend how it works. Not necessarily, my brain pretty good at that. How far do I have to travel? Oh, okay, not that far. Yeah, my ability to create verbiage and other, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a word I want to use. Accents. Accents, there you go. This pool is supposed to be a home of life. Too bad we saw a woman get thrown in here with her newborn child. Kind of messed up when you think about it. I put drink in flask. I take flask back to Yustola. I don't feel like... I honestly don't feel like dealing with it. I'm just going to drive back this way. I got level check about my ass. Hoppy. Do you have the flask for me? Yes, it should suffice. Thank you, ID.